Joining me on the 96.3 Go red carpet are Philip Weyland and Miquel Vazquez, the director and documentary subject of The Last Great Circus Flyer.
This is Miquel.
This one's Miquel. This is Phil. One of the things when I was doing research on this documentary that I was reminded about, I love documentaries, and one of the things I like most about them is they remind me, or they bring things up that I just never would have even dreamed to investigate. Things of life events, subjects I wouldn't even think to look into. So why was it important for you as a director and for you as someone whose story is being told? Why was this important for both of you to tell this story? And over what was a decently long period of time, 6 to 7 years of filming?
Well, let me go first. The microphone.
Yes.
Investigate's the right word, because I had known what he had done, the quadruple somersault. Mm-hmm. And this was a really fantastic feat, circus feat at the time. I mean, it had never been done. Mm-hmm. And I had always wondered what had happened to him. Okay. Why did he quit? Why did he stop? He was still a young man. So I also felt that he was not getting, in this day and age, he was not getting the recognition because of his athleticism that he deserved. So that was my point, is to try to show whoever, the world, that this man had done something really athletically, really important and superb, sort of like the gymnastics,
sure,
like the '84 Olympics that became so famous. This is certainly is right up there with the kind of thing that they did. I mean, it was called impossible.
Right. So for you, a big thing was bringing that recognition.
Absolutely.
Because doesn't have the same sort of eye on it as something like the Olympics. Right.
And there are no big acts anymore. It used to be, you went to see so-and-so, or Gunter Gable-Williams, or you went to see Miquel and the Flying Vazquez. But that's not really the way the circus is anymore. It's sort of geared more toward younger people.
Sure.
So it's different. It's different.
So then, as the subject of the documentary, why was this? Why let a camera crew in? Why open your life up for 6 to 7 years, and why tell this story?
Well, like Phil said, it was. I noticed that the trapeze itself was beginning to become a dying art. It was very few professional trapeze artists around, and I figured it was a good time for me to expose myself again to maybe people who have forgotten, or maybe people who didn't really saw me perform, to inspire them again to fly high. And also so many circus trapeze schools opening around the world, that would be something for them to be to be able to go back in history and learn more about trapeze, since now they're teaching this subject in schools. Mm-hmm. Why not have something where they can reference the history of trapeze, where it started, and where it went, and everything about it. I thought it was something good to do for them.
What do the two of you hope for audiences to come away with after viewing the movie? Even those who don't have circus in their history, aren't trapeze artists, what do you want that audience specifically to come away from?
It's not a circus movie. This is not a circus
Good
movie.
To know, yeah.
And it's like, what does somebody, an athlete or whoever, many times you say, oh, I wonder what happened to so-and-so.
Yeah.
I went to school with him, and I wondered what happened to him. And this is not just about trapeze, and it's just not about when he performed, but we also see what Miquel is doing now.
Right.
We see what his family is doing now, and we also find out about the lives of trapeze performers that sometimes were very difficult, and there were tragedies, there were injuries, and that there are a lot of difficulties. It's a family film.
Great.
And I just want people to understand what some of these athletes go through.
Sure.
And in this particular case, it was somebody who did something that they said could never have been done.
Right.
And what do you do? It's like a baseball player. When they're done, what happens to them? Or a football player, what happens to them? Mm-hmm. And this great athlete, what happens to him? What is he doing now? Mm-hmm. So it's a family film that I want to emphasize.
Family film, good for everybody to come see. What your family, both your immediate family and your trapeze family, how do they feel about it? Do they enjoy it? How did they like the finished
I
product?
mean, they enjoy it. They're excited, and trapeze fans around the world, just through the internet, they're passing the word around. When is the movie coming out? How can we see it? So they're excited.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for joining me today.
One other thing, I just want to say what a wonderful group this. It really is. I don't have to say this. They can't take the film away. It's going to be showing in a few minutes. This is, and I'm leaving tomorrow.
Right.
This is a great group. It's a really good group, and from the top down, and of course, I appreciate the film being selected.
Yeah.
But everybody's been terrific. They have a great lineup. I can't say enough really nice things about this. Thank you, and thank all of them.
Thank you. Hey, why not end on a compliment?